Yes, I think it's a very relevant comment, and I agree also with Stefanos on the need to go to an even more coordinated approach between all UN agencies. We have been working with UNEP. I represent UNWTO here. We have been working with UNEP since 1987. And more strongly since 1997, and also with UNESCO and also with other agencies. And I think we can work even more closely, and I hope this conference and the debates at the end of the year in Bali will allow us to work even more closely. But, and I think this is a very important remark that needs to be cleared, it is true that the approaches to sustainability in tourism are fragmented, but I think this is an inherent condition of the tourism sector. So I think we will continue seeing fragmented approaches because tourism is, by definition, by its own nature, a fragmented sector. We don't want 2 or 3 multinationals to monopolize the tourism sector. One of the beauties of this sector is to have millions of small and medium-sized companies working independently and generating job and entrepreneurial opportunities for millions of people. It would be much easier if we were the oil sector, where there are 4, 5, or 10 multinationals, and it could be very easy. I don't know. I'm not an expert in oil, but I presume it's easier to get a coordinated approach, both public and private, with 10 multinationals controlling an industry. Or with the chemical and pharmaceutical industries, it's very easy to. Today, there must be 10 big multinationals in the pharmaceutical sector, and if the World Health Organization wants to establish some guidelines, it calls the 10 CEOs of these companies and provide guidelines. When we deal with millions of companies, only in the European Union, there are 2 million tourism companies. So I think we have to live with these fragmented approaches. I'm not saying that it's good that we have fragmented approaches. I am saying that it's a reality of our sector, and we have to devise recommendations and for governments, and as someone said, national and local governments, and recommendations for the private sector through the trade associations, through their different initiatives, that there are many, to be able to pass these recommendations for them to apply. You won't get a fully coordinated, centralized approach in tourism with the existence of so many millions actors playing in this operation. So just to make that point, that it is fragmented, but I don't think we will ever get to a centralized approach because of the nature of our sector, which is one of its advantages.